My mom is 82 years young. I can't use the word old and my mom in the same sentence because she's never been old. Her and my dad just got back from a trip to Europe. They were jet lagged, cranky, and a bit hungry. During their time here, I probably talked too much about AI. My mom called. Bryan, we just got home. We're starving. Too tired to go out. No food. Can your AI thingy help with that? Expecting, of course, that I'd say no. I asked, what's in the fridge, Mom? She replied, I don't even know. Half a zucchini, some wrinkly cherry tomatoes, a lemon, maybe some garlic. I told her, take a picture, then talk with AI about what you'd like to eat. She tried and then said something that made me smile. I never would have thought of that AI stuff works. AI came back with roasted tomato zucchini pasta with lemon garlic oil. 15 minutes later, she was plating it like a Food Network star. If my mom at 82 years old can work with AI, so can you. I speak at a lot of conferences and events. I'm often asked the following question: what's really happening with AI? My answer is everything, and frankly, not very much. Why? Because most people are dabbling, reading a little, trying a dozen tools, searching for the magic bullet, but the more tools they try, the less they actually get done. If you're excited about AI, you probably have a pretty good idea of what you've been doing. I haven't been looking over your shoulder, but I'm guessing you've read a bit, tried a few tools, and kept searching for more. With 36,000 on one site, you'll find tools. And when you find them, you'll use them as tools. You focus on asking questions and looking for faster replies. But the more you try, the harder you work, the less you'll get done. You need to change the way you're working. The potential is there. Harvard studies show AI can make people 25% faster, 12% more productive, and deliver 40% better quality. And a great study with very bright, very talented consultants at Boston Consulting, they were 43% more creative with AI. But here's the kicker. According to McKinsey, in 2025, fewer than 10% of professionals are seeing real productivity gains with AI. This isn't talking about a 5% or 10%. This is seeing anything significant. And the reason why is because of how we use it. We treat AI like a search engine, not a teammate. Now, there are some predictable issues with the ways we use AI. There are well-known behavioral issues that lead humans to do things wrong again and again. Here are 7 issues with the way that you might be using AI, and then I'm going to give you a solution. First, there's overconfidence bias. We tend to trust AI too much, especially when it sounds confident, and it almost always sounds confident. There's present bias. Hey, we're there, quick wins, they feel good, so we stop. There's automation bias. If AI said it, if a computer said it, it must be right. There's cognitive offloading. AI is thinking for me. My partner's thinking for me. When people think for you, we tend to turn our brains off. There's authority bias. AI is an expert, so I can trust it. And there's confirmation bias. And this is my favorite. We just keep asking it question after question until it finally agrees with us. How many times do you do that in your real life as well? But the biggest and probably the most important issue is something called satisficing and stopping thinking. We simply just turn our brains off. Too many people are in search of the magic bullets, the tools that make everything easier, secret prompts. What people really need is SPARKS, insights on how to work differently with AI. Why? So regardless of the tool you're using, you will always get better results. I love the word SPARKS because sparks of insight are closely tied to innovation success. I like to use this word to help you see how you can work better with AI. Each letter stands for an important concept. The next time you use AI, I'd like to start with the letter S, speaking things out. Instead of typing your prompt, talk it out loud. Why? Because we think differently when we talk. Typing makes you edit too early. Talking gets you into the flow. You say things you didn't even know you were thinking. And perhaps more importantly, speaking is a great way to tell stories, a better way than writing them down. And stories build results. And work with humans, a story can help increase creativity by 45%. This is more than the uplift you get working with AI. But the big news is what you get when you bring the 3 together. You take humans plus AI plus a story and you'll get 2.6 times more creativity. Start talking and get your story right. P is about pivoting roles. Most of us use AI like a search engine. Instead of searching, let AI ask you questions instead. If you want an eye-opening talk with AI, try this. I'd like your help figuring out how AI can best support this project. You need to describe your project, of course. Ask me questions one at a time about my goals, current process, and constraints until you have enough context to give a few obvious and a few non-obvious recommendations. You'll be amazed at the stuff that comes out. A is about asking for more. If you really want to get more from AI, you got to be a bit more demanding. Often we accept the first answer AI gives us, but the best ideas don't come first. They usually come later. So don't just go along. Say what you like, say what you don't like, and then ask AI to try again and again. Because creativity is about taking the first answer. It's about pushing for the best one. The reality is everywhere you go, ideas are grown. Big ideas are built. Big ideas are nurtured and made into something great. When you accept the first outputs, you're likely to not be building something great. Keep on pushing. Keep on asking for more. R is about reframing. You can and you should use reframing when you work with AI. You should also do this on your own. In a study we ran on idea generation, the strongest predictor of the number and quality of ideas is the number of ways we ask a question. The reason is simple. If you keep asking the same question, at a certain point in time you run out of ideas. When you ask your question different, you get different answers. Try using HMW. What's HMW? How might we? This simple acronym will change how you think and how you frame questions. K is about keep asking. Great ideas don't come in one shot. Too often we give up, excited by the first results. In social science, this is what Herbert Simon calls satisficing. A definition of creativity I love comes from Jeremy Lee's book, Idea Flow from a 7-year-old child. He said creativity is doing more than the first thing you thought of. He keep on asking questions like, what did I miss? How can I see things different? And my favorite, how could I do exactly the opposite? These questions will get you past the first thing you thought of. S ties it off. You need to put in strategic pauses. Stop and think and then do. After 10 prompts, don't move on. Ask, what did I learn? What changed in how I see the problem? What should I ask next? A study by the Economist unit of 312 companies showed that companies with strategic pauses sold 40% more and earned 52% higher profits. Can you think of a stronger reason to stop and think? Now, to truly unlock the potential of AI, you need to shift our mindset from simply using AI to actively working with it. This involves a new kind of partnership built on a few key principles. First, it's team up with AI. You work with team members, different than you work with tools. You, instead of using AI, say you work with AI. Be patient. Your new AI teammate will try anything you ask. Sometimes it'll fail. Be patient and don't give up. Lastly, give feedback and learn from each other. Collaboration is a two-way street. If you work together, you will learn together. If you give feedback, AI will build up its memory and solve your problems better. If you want to get better results from AI, you need to use it differently. Print this out. Use SPARKS. You will get better results. That's how you go. Get more from AI. I'd like to end now with a challenge for you. It's easy to click to the next video or post. Instead, take a minute to start using SPARKS now. Record some thoughts about this talk. Go stream of conscious. Just talk. Tell me what you thought about it. Then ask ChatGPT or your favorite LLM to summarize your thoughts and make a LinkedIn post. Tag me at Bryan Cassady. For the best posts, ones that make me smile, I'm offering a free 1-hour talk or keynote at your company.